bro, Roll, aka Mega Blitz. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Raging Bolt Ogerpon EX. Now, for those that don't know, I've never really been the biggest fan of Raging Bolt Ogerpon. I thought the deck was kind of mid when it kind of first got announced or first put together. I didn't really like how susceptible it was to late game hand disruption, especially when you kind of like, your opponent Ionos you the 2 at the end of the game and you just get stuck with like, I don't even know, Bravery Charm and like a Pal Pad. Feels kind of bad. You don't really have anything else to do. So, never really been the biggest fan of Raging Bolt Ogerpon, but I did finally try it out for the very first time, and I did not give this deck the credit that it deserves. It's fast, it's aggressive, you can hit huge KOs off of that Raging Bolt's Bellowing Thunder attack, and you have a really nice draw engine going with that Ogerpon EX, being able to recycle energies out of your discard pile with Energy Retrieval and Professor Sada's Vitality and things like that. So let's jump right in to that deck list. Alrighty, here we are at that deck list. Starting us off with the star of our show, Raging Bolt EX, Dragon type, 240 HP on a basic Pokemon. Pretty good. Its first attack being Burst Roar. Discard your hand and draw 6 cards for only 1 energy. Not too bad. Really good early on in the game if you need to be able to kind of just churn through the deck a little bit more in a pinch. But its second attack is really powerful and really is what we're playing this card for. That Bellowing Thunder for 1 lightning and 1 fighting energy 70 times. You may discard any amount of basic energy from your Pokemon. This attack does 70 damage for each card you discard in this way. So, of course, you pair that with things like Professor Sada's Vitality, choose up to 2 of your ancient Pokemon, attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to each of them. If you attach any energy in this way, you get to draw 3 cards. So we're powering up our Raging Bolts and our other ancient Pokemon, being this single price Sandy Shocks here, and drawing some cards in the process. And, of course, we have that Squawkabilly EX for that Squawk and Seize really early game on as well to be able to discard our hand and draw some more cards. But we're also playing 4 copies of Earthen Vessel to find some more energies. We're playing 3 copies of Energy Retrieval, so after we Bellowing Thunder, we can pull those energies back out of our discard pile so that we can start attaching to our Pokemon again. But we're playing 8 copies of Grass Energy for this card, Teal Mask Ogerpon EX, with the ability Teal Dance. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic Grass Energy from your hand to this Pokemon. If you attach an energy to a Pokemon in this way, you get to draw a card. So we're putting energies in play to make our Bellowing Thunder do more damage after we discard them, and we're drawing cards in the process. And its attack isn't too bad in a pinch. For 3 Grass Energy, Myriad Leaf Shower 30 plus. This attack does 30 damage for each energy attached to both active Pokemon. So pretty good into some single prize attackers if you have to KO any of those. Or even just hitting Dark type Pokemon for weakness, Charizard EX, definitely can be very helpful. So for the full deck list here, we have 4 copies of Teal Mask Ogerpon EX, 4 Raging Bolt EX, 1 Squawkabilly EX, 1 Mew EX, 1 Radiant Greninja, 1 Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon EX, mostly for its ability and kind of a tech card, 1 Sandy Shocks, 4 Professor Sada's Vitality, 2 Boss, 1 Iono, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Earthen Vessel, 4 Pokégear, 4 Nest Ball, 3 Energy Retrieval, 2 Bug Catching Set, 1 Prime Catcher, 1 Pal Pad, 3 Bravery Charm, 8 Grass Energies, 3 Lightning Energies, and 3 Fighting Energies. Now, let's jump right in to that gameplay. Alright, here at that gameplay. At our coin flip here, our opponent does choose heads. So, one of the cool things that I like about this Raging Bolt Ogerpon deck is going second is nice because we do get to attack first, of course, but going first also isn't too bad. It puts you kind of in a position where you get to like set up a little bit more and kind of just be able to like establish more of a board state, as opposed to going second where you're trying to establish a board state and set up to attack kind of all in the same turn. Obviously, you do want to go second because we aren't evolving anything in this deck. However, it is one of those things where going first isn't too bad. So, not too bad of a starting hand. We got Raging Bolt in the active, Pokégear, Earthen Vessel, Nest Ball, Bravery Charm, 2 Grass Energy, and a Fighting Energy. And it looks like we're playing against the mirror match here. Our opponent going to put it on a Sandy Shocks EX, Squawkabilly EX, Raging Bolt EX, and have a Ogerpon in the active. You're going to Teal Dance, attach an energy, draw a card. So, attach a Lightning Energy for turn to the Raging Bolt, Squawk and Seize, discard their hand, draw 6. Now, fun fact, this is the first game that I played of Raging Bolt Ogerpon, so hopefully we can come out with the win here. We're going to have to see. Playing against the mirror match is kind of funny, mostly because my opponent probably knows what they're doing more than I am. So we're going to attach that fighting energy for turn. We're going to Nest Ball here, grabbing ourselves that Radiant Greninja, because I'm in a position where I would like to be able to start drawing some more cards and start trying to set up a little bit. So we are going to Earthen Vessel, discarding that grass energy here to be able to conceal cards, get rid of the lightning energy, because if I can find myself into Sada's Vitality, I'll be able to use that and put the lightning energy onto the Raging Bolt. So I am going to Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards, grab a Squawkabilly. We are going to get the Sada's Vitality here. Now, I could have Squawk and Seized first, but not too big of a deal. Sada's Vitality, attach that lightning energy, find ourselves into the Ogerpon, Teal Dance, attach, draw, and then we're going to be able to also have ourselves into either just Pokégear or Energy Retrieval, but I'm in a position where I pretty much just need to Squawk and Seize. So we're just going to Squawk and Seize here, getting ourselves into another Raging Bolt EX, 2 Pokégears, Energy Retrieval, Earthen Vessel, and a Grass Energy. So I'm going to Pokégear, fail that Pokégear, and I didn't really need to Pokégear at that point. I was just trying to kind of keep the clock rolling a little bit. So we are going to Bellowing Thunder for 210 exactly to put us at a 4-6 split. So we are pretty set up. We do have 2 Raging Bolt. It's in play. 1 Ogerpon. The Squawkabilly is kind of trapped there a little bit. I have seen people playing Penny to kind of pick it back up afterwards, but we're not playing a Penny in our list here. So we're going to have another Ogerpon to be able to go into play next turn. Our opponent here going to Nest Ball for that Radiant Greninja to be able to conceal cards, so they can start turning through their deck as well. Get another Ogerpon into play. So they're going to be able to Teal Dance here, attach, and draw 1 card. And going to be able to Sada's Vitality, put the fighting energy onto that Raging Bolt and a Grass Energy to that Sandy Shocks EX. They're also going to be able to use that Magnetic Absorption on their Sandy Shocks if they can get a fighting energy into their discard pile, because it needs to have, your opponent needs to have 4 or fewer prize cards to do so. So Ultra Ball here, going to be able to discard 2 cards from their hand to find herself into a Pokemon. Hopefully they can find themselves discarding a fighting energy, but no, Pokestop and a Grass Energy here. Going to get another Raging Bolt into play, attach the lightning for turn. They're going to be able to Bellowing Thunder for some pretty big damage this turn. I believe it's going to be 350 total is what they're going to be able to hit this turn here by discarding all the energy they have in play to KO our Raging Bolt. So putting us at a 4-4 split here, taking a KO on my Raging Bolt with a Bravery Charm on it can be pretty detrimental to us. So we're going to have to see what we can come up with here. We're going to have to hopefully put our Raging Bolt into play to be able to take a nice counter KO onto that Raging Bolt. So we'll have to see. Put the Raging Bolt up in the active spot here, bench the other Ogerpon EX, and I am going to be able to have Energy Retrieval, Earthen Vessel, and Teal Dancing this turn as well. So I'm going to Teal Dance first here, putting the Grass Energy onto the Ogerpon, draw a card. We're going to have Pal Pad here. We're going to Pal Pad ourselves Boss and Iono. I definitely want the Iono, especially for that late game disruption if I can have it. So we're going to Energy Retrieval here, grabbing ourselves the Grass Energy and the Fighting Energy, attach the Fighting Energy to the Raging Bolt, and then I am going to Earthen Vessel, discarding the Ultra Ball here to grab 2 more energies. We're going to grab ourselves the Grass Energy and the Lightning Energy. We're going to be able to conceal cards here, discarding a Grass Energy to draw 2. Sada's Vitality is exactly what we're looking for, so hopefully we can find ourselves to be able to put some energies onto our Raging Bolt, but not before we Ultra Ball, pitching our Mew EX and our Lightning Energy here to find ourselves into a second Raging Bolt EX. So now our Sada's Vitality is going to be very useful. But first we're going to Pokégear, thin the deck a little bit, get another Sada's, Professor Sada's Vitality, attaching both Lightning Energies to each of that Raging Bolt EX, draw 3 into Energy Retrieval, Earthen Vessel, and Nest Ball here. We also still have that Prime Catcher in hand, and I am trying to save that Prime Catcher for a little bit of a later turn here. So we are going to discard 4 energies off of our Raging Bolt, discarding 4 energies in play from our Raging Bolt to be able to take a KO for 280 damage on their Raging Bolt EX, putting us at a 2-4 split. So now we're in a position where we almost have this game locked up here. We got the Energy Retrieval in hand to be able to get some energies back out of the discard pile to Teal Dance. We have Sada's Vitality to get the Fighting Energy onto our Raging Bolt EX. We have Prime Catcher if we need to move anything out of the active or anything like that. And we have Bravery Charm as well to kind of beef up our second Raging Bolt, or whichever Raging Bolt that ends up staying alive or doesn't get KO'd, to kind of give it a little more beef. And we have Bug Catching Set as well to try to find some more energies from our deck. So we're in a pretty good position. We just need them to not pretty much Iono us or have any hand disruption in their turn. So they're going to conceal cards here, get another Teal Mask Ogerpon EX. Going to be able to Teal Dance quite a bit this turn. They also did use that magnetic absorption ability from the Sandy Shocks here, but they're going to play that Sada's Vitality. So attaching the Fighting Energy to the Raging Bolt EX, a Lightning to the Sandy Shocks, attach the Lightning to the Raging Bolt for turn, Bug Catching Set, going to be able to find themselves into a Grass Energy, Teal Dance, attach, draw. So now they're going to be able to also hopefully get out of that Squawkabilly here and going to be able to take a KO. So they're going to Prime Catcher, pulling up our Raging Bolt that has an energy on it, and going to be able to Bellowing Thunder for a very nice key knockout on our Raging Bolt that did have energy on it, which was kind of unfortunate because now it puts me in a position where I need to get 2 energies onto the Raging Bolt EX instead of just the 1. So we're going to put up the Squawkabilly here. And the reason I put up the Squawkabilly is because just in case if I can't get to enough energies in play, I would like to be able to take a KO. So I can Prime Catcher up that Squawkabilly. So we're going to Earthen Vessel here, discarding to get a Lightning and a Fighting Energy here. And we are going to be able to also have Sada's Vitality and Energy Retrieval. So we're going to Bravery Charm. I just kind of threw the Bravery Charm on there trying to make sure I have my play all cooked up together. So we're going to grab ourselves the Lightning Energy and the Grass Energy, Teal Dance, attach, draw, and then we're going to also be able to Teal Dance again. And we're going to have the Sada's Vitality. So I'm in a position where I pretty much have this game locked up here. Teal Dance, attach, draw. We're going to be able to bench the Sandy Shocks here. Sada's Vitality, be able to put the Lightning and the Fighting Energy in play, fighting on the Raging Bolt, Lightning on the Sandy Shocks, Prime Catcher, pull up an Ogerpon, put up our Raging Bolt, and then we're going to be able to Bellowing Thunder for 350 damage to win us the game against our opponent, also playing Raging Bolt Ogerpon EX. So we did end up winning that mirror match for my very first time playing Raging Bolt Ogerpon. And like I said, I definitely did not give this deck the credit that it deserves. It's very fast, it's very aggressive, it can take huge knockouts, and just having a draw engine attached to a Pokemon that's allowing you to do more damage is really, really powerful. So now let's jump right in to that outro. Alrighty, that's gonna do it for today's video. I'm gonna make sure to put the deck list that I played in today's video in the description below, so you guys want to try it out for yourself, you'll be able to. And once again, thank you so much for all of your guys' support. I really do appreciate it. If you guys haven't yet, don't forget to leave a like, smash that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!